So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. My camera's broken, so I'm using my computer instead. So today it's about walking barefoot in the grass. This is a practice of earthing, of connecting to the ground. Just so beautiful. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. I make my coffee and I just walk outside and I just walk around and notice the forest and the stars, the temperature of the grass, the sense of the weather. It's like I just mark a point in my day where I know how my land is. I know how the environment I'm living is. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, maybe practice it. And before I said walk outside in the grass, and then I started getting texts, but I have no grass. I only have a backyard. So whatever you stand on, it doesn't have to be grass. Just stand outside on the bare ground in your bare feet. Today we're working on closing and opening the hands, the shoulders, connecting that into the lunges, and then some water washing. Always great to get onto water washing. So come stand on your mat. I hope my head is in this. Oh, yes, it is. Look at that. Oh, lovely. So with our hands, we're going to start by just making fists out of our hands. So we're closing our fingers. Okay, I'm going to come closer actually for this. Okay, so close your fingers and then close your fingers and then close your wrists and then bend your elbows and then close your armpits. So you're really rolling forward. Everything's squishing. And then stretch your legs out, your arms out long. So you're opening your arms, open your fingers, and then bring your arms back and wide. So now I'm opening into my hands and into my chest. Close your fingers, close your wrist, bend your elbows, bring your elbows towards each other. And now open your chest, straighten your arms, open your wrists and back. Okay, so try that. Fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders. So this is closing everything. And then shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. This is opening everything. So let's just try that again. So find that movement in you. Start with the shoulders and end with the shoulders. So it's like shoulders are the last thing to close. Shoulders are the first thing to open. One more time. Closing everything and opening everything. Cool. Come stand on your mat. Well, you're probably there already. So we're going to bring that into movement. Okay, so be wide and totally open. Nice. Then make fists, close your wrists, and now roll forwards and all the way under. Nice. So I'm under. And then roll backwards and open your wrists and reach back with your hands. Nice. Make fists, close your wrists, roll forwards. So have the sense of like really under and then roll wide and out. So if you've anything going on with your wrists, go really slowly with your wrists. Don't strain them. Under, making fists. Out and open, opening your hands. One more time. Under, making fists. Open, widening into your palms. Nice. How cool. Super. So we're going to do a basic water whoosh just to look at it here, and then we're going to bring it into later, okay? So turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. And then reach your hand. So bend your left knee. You're straightening into the right leg. And then bring your hand straight out from your shoulder. So you're no further than your shoulder. You're not going up higher, okay? So straight out from your shoulder and reach. So the reach is the most important bit here, not the up. Come back to center. Both elbows are bent. Turn your toes towards the right. And then drop your hand straight out from your shoulders and reach. Nice. Turn your toes. Drop your hand. Reach. And I'm doing lawnmower with the other side actually, as I travel from one side to the other. So look at your hips. One side is closing. The other side is opening. One side is closing. The other side is opening. How would you exaggerate that movement? So for me to exaggerate that movement, I bring my chest closer to my thigh. So then suddenly the The leg is closing more and this one is opening more. Nice. Change, squeeze, and reach. One more time each side and feel closing on one side, opening on the other. Closing on one side, opening on the other. Super cool. Come stand to the front of your mat. So let's take all of that and create something really yummy. So, standing on your feet, squeeze your bum a little bit so there's a sense of tone into your legs. Rise through your spine, have a sense of connection all the way down through your body. Reach your arms wide and bring your palms together, reaching up and looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, coming down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Feel the length of that through the front of your body. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Pause. Deep closing on the left, deep opening on the right. Drop your right knee to the floor, left hand, left knee, and then rise up with your right arm. So now we're opening the right armpit, opening the right hip. Nice. Draw your right elbow back and sit your bum back a little bit. So you're straightening the front leg. And now driving forward, reach your arm up, lean into your hip. So reverse backwards. And then draw forwards and up. As always, put something soft underneath your knee if you have to. Backwards, one more time. Forwards and up. Maybe you look up as you reach up. Really have that sense of opening through the belly, opening through the chest and the armpit. So the left side, feel how squished and contained the left side is, whereas there's an opening and a lengthening on the right. Cool. Both hands to the floor. Step back into a plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Cool. So bring your elbows to the floor. Squeeze your bum. Push your hips down and try and lift your thighs upwards. Keep your head low. How would you lift your thighs off the floor? Nice. Reach your arms back. How would you lift your thighs? And so my thighs aren't lifting. It's more that I have this idea of they're getting lighter. There's a weighty sense of up in them. Reach your fingers back. Pause. Breathing into your belly, pull your shoulders back. You can turn your palms a little bit more forward, and that'll roll your shoulders open and move more into that opening that we were experiencing earlier. Nice. Hands to the floor, push back. And just pause in your child's pose. Squeezing deeply through the front of your hips. Closing. Armpits are open, hips are closed, knees are closed. Nice. Push all the way back into your downward dog, creating length through your legs. Have a bit of a wiggle. And then step your right foot forward. Whatever way you do, I'm going to drop my knees down, step my foot forward, and lengthen my back leg. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat and travel so that your hands are near the middle of your mat. Water washing. So turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. Bring your left elbow to your left knee and rise. So you're not rising very high here. You're staying the same height as your shoulder. And reach into your fingers. Nice. Both elbows, both knees towards the right and reach. And I have this sense that I'm leaning down into my belly to create more opening into my hip. And I'm squeezing the closing side to connect more into the sense of my closing hip as I open. Feel that closing hip, and the other one is opening. So the closing hip is this stability. Super. Both hands to the floor, pause there. Bend your knees enough, or straighten your legs a little bit more. Pushing down into the baby toe side of your feet. Just wiggle your toes, wiggle your eyebrows. Have a sense of the breath into the belly, maybe that sigh that we talked about on day 3. So breathing in, and then another breath, and sigh it out. Nice. Turn towards the front of your mat and step forward, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice, other side. So reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, open your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the floor. Right hand, right knee, rise up with the left hand, opening through the left side. Nice. And then slowly reverse backwards, pull your elbow back. Driving forward, leaning upwards. And then closing as you pull back. Forwards, up, pause. Create that length through the body. I'm really rising. So I'm feeling that the front of my hip is opening. I'm moving my belly up and away out of that hip. I'm opening through the armpit. A deep sense of length on the left side and closing and squeezing on the right. Stability on the right, lengthening on the left. Nice. Hands to the floor. Lengthen. Is this the same leg? No, stepping back. Oh, yes. I was wondering. Stepping all the way back. Coming into your belly on the floor. Reach your hands back. So we're just going to look at our shoulders here. So you're lying on the floor. Your face is on the floor. The backs of your hands are resting on the floor. And then lift your chest a little bit and lift your hands a little bit. And then turn your thumbs so they face down. Turn your palms so they face down. And then try and roll your thumbs a little bit more towards the ceiling. And just notice what that does to your shoulders. And then roll so the backs of your hands are on the floor again. Face comes down. Rising your face. Lift your hands. Roll so your palms are face down and even facing wide. And then rolling down. Belly on the floor. And again, rising. Wide opening. That's really pulling me back, lengthening the front of my body as I roll my shoulders back and open. All the way down. Pause. Nice. Just squeeze your belly. No, squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum. Lift your feet. Imagine your thighs can lift off the floor. Lift your head. Roll your shoulders so your palms are face down and then maybe wide. Reach your hands back and out. I feel like they're reaching at a 45-degree angle. Breathing. Connecting. Cool. Bend your elbows, hands to the floor. Rest back into your child's pose. I have my toes tucked under, so I'm stretching through my toes as I do this, and it feels really nice. Finding your breath. Nice. Coming up, tuck your toes under, push back into your downward dog. Feeling in, sensing in, connecting all the bits of you. Nice. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Turn towards the right side of your mat. Hands are down either side of between your 2 feet on the side of your mat. Turn your toes towards the left. Reach your right hand up. And come to water whoosh between the 2 sides. Squeezing one side, opening the other. Squeezing one side, opening the other. So the squeeze will naturally happen because you're stabilizing The opening will naturally happen because your leg is straightening. But just feel that more and more. Nice. Coming all the way down, come sit on your mat. It's funny, I can feel that my camera, because I only found out my camera wasn't working around 10 to 7. It was like all kind of twisted. The cleaning lady came yesterday, and I think it got knocked over in the hoovering process. And so I was like, oh my God. So I can feel that I'm busier than usual in my body, trying to work that out. So interesting. So sitting tall on your mat, feel your sit bones down, the length of your spine. Bring both hands forward in front of you. Make fists out of your hands. Close your wrists so you draw your knuckles towards each other. Bend your elbows and then round your back so you're trying to bring your elbows down towards your front of your hips. Really rounding forward. Nice. And then the opposite direction. Straighten your arms. Bring your arms out. Open your fingers and try and bring your fingers to touch behind you. Nice. One more time. Fists, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Nice. Both hands forward. Pull your right elbow back. Bring your fingertips to the floor and then twist towards the right. Bringing your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Really lengthening through your spine, breathing deeply. Nice, other side. Bring both hands forward. Pull the left elbow back. Bring your left hand to the floor behind you. Right hand to the outside of your knee. Twisting deeply towards the left. Nice. Coming back to center. Roll your shoulders, big circles. Nice. Roll your belly, a big circle. And in the other direction. So bend your knees as much as you need to, and then just round yourself forward and hang down forward. So I'm not pulling in any way. I'm just notice then the resting hang point for me. So I'm really not pulling. So don't pull, okay? And just hang. So you're not using force. So all the time, it's like every once in a while I'll find pockets of force within me within my practice. And so this is one that I assumed as soon as I would go forward, I would begin to pull because that's what I should do. Actually, I'm really trying to rest with this is where I am in this movement. And how do I move my shoulders? So just move your shoulders gently up towards your ears, maybe one at a time. Maybe you roll your shoulders gently. And so we're just encouraging length through the back of the body. Roll your shoulders in the other direction. Feeling into mapping the back of our bodies. Nice. Maybe you sway your head gently from side to side. Remember, bend your knees as much as you want to here. Nice. Maybe move your head and your neck. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your eyebrows. As you rock your head from side to side. Keep wiggling your toes, wiggle your eyebrows, and just feel the sense of how do I move and connect the back of my body. Nice. Coming all the way up. Come lie on the floor. So come all the way down, land on the floor, and just pause. Feel the back of your body land. Just landing. We've just been rounding forward. Now feel it sinking backwards. I really appreciate that now it's resting. And how would you encourage more rest into your spine? A bit like the Sunday thing that we were doing, the conscious rest. How would I rest and settle here? Softening your face, softening your jaw, letting your shoulders hang backwards. Letting your spine land on the floor. Nice, guys. So is there a movement that you want to do? You know, maybe squeeze your knees up onto your chest, maybe rock from side to side. Funny, I can feel that it was a higgledy-piggledy class because of the camera not working. Oh, funny. Um, so I will see you all tomorrow with my camera back. And yeah, thanks for joining me. And walk barefoot in the whatever it is that you have outside the back door. So funny, I was like, but there's ground. There is earth outside. There is something that you can stand on. So stand on it. So thanks for joining me. Be well. Ciao, ciao.